Hello, everyone. Today is Wednesday, February 23rd, 2022. Government agrees to suspend importation of onions and potatoes into Zambia. This article is taken from Lusaka Times, a Zambian newspaper. And this article is in response to one that was published yesterday saying that the Zambian government, it was a complaint by people concerned about Zambian farmers, onion and potato farmers, having to compete with imported onions and potatoes. So this, as I said yesterday, there should be a response to this by President Hichilema, and obviously he's responding to it. The government has agreed to suspend the importation of onion and potatoes into the country until further notice, following the complaint raised by the Zambia National Farmers Union over the flooding over the local market with the commodities that can be produced locally. The Zambia Farmers Union, ZNUF, President Jervis Zimba has warned that over 23 million kwachas, which is about, the kwacha is the local currency for Zambia, which is, if I remember correctly, about $2 million worth of onions in the country risk going to waste if the government does not address the continued importation of these commodities. I would imagine that potatoes would be included in that too, but I'm not sure. But Ministry of Agriculture Permanent Secretary Green Bozy said that his ministry had a meeting with ZNFU where it was agreed that the suspension of these commodities should be effected until further notice. So it's not a permanent cancellation, but it's a suspension, meaning that obviously that these potatoes and onions will not be imported at the moment, at least. Mr. Mbozi said the desire of the government is to ensure that the interests of local farmers in the country are protected. Yesterday, ZNFU said that it was concerned that over 23 million kwacha worth of onions will go to waste and is, well, maybe it is just onions, and is deeply disturbed by the continued authorization of importation of onions and potatoes into the country by the Ministry of Agriculture, even when the country has the commodity in abundance. So the potatoes, maybe they won't go to waste, but either they have to compete with the potatoes that are imported, or maybe they will, some of them will go to waste. But I assume that the potato issue is not as great as the onion issue. ZNFU President Jervis Zimba said that despite the union engaging the ministry over the issue of importation of commodities that can be grown within the country, among them onions and potatoes, no favorable response has been given on this matter, as and importation of onions has continued unabated. Mr. Zimba said that as a result of this, the country risks having over 23 million kwachas worth of onions. I guess it repeated that. He had since demanded that the Agriculture Minister Reuben Tolo Ferry clearly state whether he would like to see the country continue being a net importer of commodities that can readily be produced locally. So they're putting the Agriculture Minister Reuben Tolo Ferry in the spotlight saying that he's obviously ambivalent about what's going on. He hasn't made a clear stance on it, which he should. He's in control of agriculture, the importation of it, and the exportation, hopefully, of it. So he should give a clear statement about what's going on. I mean, right here on this program, I'm giving a clear statement. So definitely the Minister of Agriculture of Zambia should. Mr. Zimba has further appealed to President Hakainde Hichilema to intervene in this matter before farmers lose out, adding that the local strides being made to grow agriculture products locally should be nurtured and not frustrated. I would assume that the reason why the importation of onions and potatoes has been suspended is because of President Hichilema. That's just an educated guess, because I'm sure if we know about it, he has to know about it. But hopefully this matter will be taken care of and we won't have to continue talking about the potato and onion farmers of Zambia not getting their due.